Hey, everybody, welcome back. We are getting ready to dive into another chapter. No such thing as ordinary. We are going through chapter 7, healing through truth. I'm throwing things on the ground. So, we are continuing this path with the woman at the well and how we are on this remarkable walk with Christ and how we are slowly changing from the inside out, right? And as we continue to journey with Fotina, we're starting to see this change take place. And so this is like the really big part that's happening. So as this conversation continues to unfold with Jesus, she's starting to admit these things, and she's starting to engage more, and she's starting to get it. And so as we find Fotina, she has now accepted that she can't hide who she is from Christ anymore, right? And so she is starting to accept that. And in that, this transformation, this healing is starting to happen in her heart. And it's like watching a caterpillar morph into a butterfly, right? So it's the change is literally taking place in her heart, in her soul. And it's all because of Jesus. And so as Rachel starts to talk to us about her own ways of inner healing and how does she find that acceptance, how does she find that trust, I can totally relate with her as she walks us through like going into adoration, and this event occurs with her boys and she's like getting out of there, like how, like, I feel like I've failed, I feel unworthy, I feel broken in a sense. And so how can we give these things over and heal from that? And it's so funny because, like I keep saying, all in God's time. It's taken longer. We were supposed to finish this book in a month and we're at 6 weeks, and I think there's a reason for that. And I had a beautiful prayer that was prayed today, and that Jesus wanted me to know this word freedom, and that I need to stop boxing myself in to only allowing him, like, basically one side of myself. And I am reading this chapter and I'm thinking, okay, this is what we do and this is how we heal. We have to start letting him into all the places of our life, not just one. And we can't shield him. Like we said in the last chapter, he knows us. We can't run for that. So that's where we've got to surrender. But in all of that, now the next step is like, we've got to let that heal. Like, we've got to find ways with that acceptance. And so with this healing, I've got to be able to shine light in these areas that seem dark, or maybe the cobwebs are there, and not necessarily dark because of sin, but just that unworthiness of like, well, yeah, I feel like I'm not a great mom, or I'm not pulling my weight as a spouse, whatever it may be. But how do we let Jesus in? How do we let him show us, really not only magnify what's the beauty in those places, but then how can we learn? How can we grow in those areas? And I think we're so afraid to let that happen. And so in this healing journey that we go through, we're able to blossom. So we start going from that caterpillar now into that butterfly. And that's a scary transformation because it's like, well, what's going to happen? I'm completely going from one thing to another. But we shouldn't fear that. We shouldn't be afraid. And we should trust that he's going to help make all of this better. And he's going to bring the light into those dark places. And so when we reference St. Teresa of Avila, her interior castle, same thing. Like, he's going to be in every nook and cranny, behind every door, under every rug. Like, he knows. And so rather than fighting that, invite him in. Ask him for that help. Ask him for that healing. Because then you can be the best version of yourself, who he's calling you to be, to share with others in whatever capacity that is, as a friend, as a daughter, as a sister, as a wife, as a mother, as a teacher, coworker, whatever that may be. And so healing is a good thing. It's a renewal process. It's restoring something that needed repair. And so I highly encourage you, if you're a journaler, sit down and like just spend some time with him, either journaling or in prayer, and really examine your heart and where can you ask him to enter in communion with you and ask for that healing, and learn to start letting those things that we can't control, let them go, because he wants to heal you. He wants your light to shine. He wants you to reflect to others, and he wants you to bring others close to him. So again, I hope you guys are enjoying this book, and I will see you soon. Bye.